Hello, hello everyone. It's welcome again. First off, I just wanted to say to everybody, thank you for all the love and support that my family and I have received over the past month, over the death of my aunt, who had a heart of gold and who always puts everybody else before her. It was an honor of knowing her, and I had so many beautiful and wonderful memories with her that I will always cherish forever. Now, people are not, people say, we need to love each other now. And especially what's going on around us today with COVID and all the terrible stuff we see on the news. This is the time when, it's Christmas and we need to learn how to love one another and how to we take care of each other. That's one lesson that my impact to me and all her family and friends. She loved neuroscience, and so I want to continue this show for her. And this show is now, this is for you, impact now. This show this is for you, impact. So I love you, and I miss you so much. And thank you so much for everything that you did for all of us. Okay. I kind of look like Mr. Autism. Tonight I'm going to my cousin's, his girlfriend, he asked his girlfriend to marry him, so, tonight is not the wedding. Tonight is the party to celebrate his proposal to her. So, yeah. I'm about to go. So.
Spare change? I don't have spare change. I'm homeless because my roommate kicked me out. Spare change. Hi, I'm Hillbilly Davis, and I'm still homeless because my stupid roommate Luke, who has the channel Luke the King, he kicked me out because I am so annoying. So my wife and I broke up back in 1995, so I hope I find a new wife here in New York City. So I'm going to find myself some people if I have to stay with because it's really cold, it's freezing, it's almost Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna try to find somewhere I can stay for Thanksgiving.
Oh my God. You're homeless. Well, I think you're all homeless. So my house is just right here, and you can stay with me for about a month if you want.
Holy chicken tenders, I would love to! Oh, I'm having an amazing time in this house because I'm having a swell time in this house. I even got a trampoline. I can do some flips. Alright, y'all. The flip I'm going to show you is called the Super Flex Flip. This one called the All-Star Helicopter Flip. Okay. Ah! Whoa! Oh, no. Go to that, bitch! Those flips were insane. After that, I took a drink of gasoline. Okay, is it recording? Okay. Hello, I'm Hillbilly Davis. This message is from my roommate, Luke. Luke, I have to live in somebody else. I'm the new roommate. I'm gonna do some cartwheels. Do you want to see me do a cartwheel? This one's for you, Luke.
And say it's crazy. There is in it the idea of the fall. There is always a curious tie at some point between the fall and the creation. See, for all, the life is an act of faith and an act of gamble. The moment you take a step, you do so on an act of faith because you don't really know that the floor is not going to give up your feet. The moment you take a journey, what an act of faith. The moment you enter into any kind of human undertaking and relationship, what an act of faith. But this is the most powerful thing that can be done. Surrender. See, and love is an act of surrender to another person. Actually, therefore, the course of wisdom, what is really sensible, is to let go, is to commit oneself, to give oneself up, and that's quite mad. So we come to the strange conclusion that in madness lies sanity.
I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. President.
this is how you can see how COVID spreads. You get from one and then everyone gets it.
I'm trying to just avoid
They do everything.
Well, obviously.
Maria, you want Maria, right from mom and dad driving us?
Yeah. Yeah, let's take.
What the hell are they doing?
I gotta get a picture of the girl.
Instagram friends. I am back. It's Saturday night, and it's really hopping over here at the George residence. It's almost 9 o'clock, and Nikki's just getting settled, and my daughter is playing, I think, Animal Crossing on the other side, and my Bobby is at my mom's. And so I went and asked a few days ago about if people had questions and stuff, and I didn't realize the last time I went live was October 24th of last year. So it's been quite some time since I went live. I thought it was more recent than it was. And so I got like 9 or 10 questions. So I got a lot to answer. And I thought I would just take some time now and knock that out. And if anybody came on and had some more, then that's fine. But I thought I would just post this after, and then it's there for everybody. So hopefully it helps others that may have similar questions that just haven't had a chance to ask. So I'm just going to get started because I have, like I said, 9 or 10 questions here. Hey, Marky, I don't know if my moms can see me, but tell her I said hi and I love her. Hi, Steph. Okay, so lots of questions. Let me just kind of start knocking them out. What's a typical day for Nicky? Does he go to a day program? So a typical day for Nicky right now is, I know he's 24. He doesn't go to school anymore. Been very fortunate about midway through the pandemic to get these aides that come to our house, and they take them for the day in a lot of ways. So they come and they help with him so I can work. And so that's just awesome. And so they take them all day. They take them places, whether it's the park or their house even, and keep them interactive with them. It's 2-on-1 he gets, so that's even better. I leased a car for him about a year ago, for him and Bobby, really. When Bobby drives, they'll have to split the car, but he does that, and that's been great for me. Hey, Raquel, that's been great for me because I've been able to work without as much stress. About beginning of the pandemic, I was in this basement, like many of us, taking calls and working all day, and Nikki was home with me all day with my wife and the kids, and it was really not easy. And so I've been very blessed to have him hooked up with this organization. And, after they're 21, you have to really push for services. They're not just provided. You have to really look into the area that you live in to see if that's something that you're eligible for. And so we've been fortunate in that way. And so luckily for him, that keeps him busy and happy. And like I said, that makes my life just a bit easier. Let's see. Next one. How do you cope with no sleep? Yeah. Well, I do sleep some, not a ton. I wish I slept more. But I've learned over the years, I've been saying team no sleep since 1997, and I've been really, really thinking about that for quite some time, and I just don't sleep much, but I get by on what I can. Hello, my daughter. My daughter is here. So yeah, that's, I get a few hours, and so I get by. I could use more. I do need to get away and do something. And let's see, next one. How do you fit in your workouts? Do you schedule them? So I work out a few times a week. I wish I could work out more. Right behind me is a gym I have that I got. And I got that right before the pandemic, so that was helpful. I belong to Mainline Fitness, which is around here, and it's really a nice place, but I haven't been really that much. I went a couple times in the last month because I was about to quit my membership. And next question, how have I handled the pandemic? Like everybody, we're all just managing through this. About a year ago the late November, beginning of December, this time last year, I got COVID actually pretty bad. I would say moderate symptoms, but more sick than I've ever been. So that was eye-opening for me. I was literally just only went to the grocery store and for a walk, so not sure how I got it, but that was a tough time. And so I definitely, it's been tough for everybody working from home. Now I'm back in a hybrid model where I'm at work Monday, Tuesday, every other Friday. Bobby's a senior in high school, and he's there now. And so that's been good for him to get back and try to be in the swing of things. My daughter works from home. And so, hey, Babooch, my Bobby's on. Hi, Bobby. And so, yeah, I think, just like everybody, things have changed. Nikki's changed. What I used to know as my normal with my family has changed. And so I used to be able to do more things, I would say. Now it's tougher. For the most part, Nikki just hold on a second. Bobby is trying to join me. I don't know how to do this, Bobby. I will try to. Are you joining? Did I do it? Accept.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, handsome.
How are you?
I'm okay. You're live with the crew here.
Yep.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Okay, good, man. Are you going to listen in for a little while?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Are you with my mom?
Yes, and Marky too.
And Marky, all right. Well, tell everybody I love them.
All right. Hey, Mama.
Okay.
I'm on live with Dad.
Can't make this up. This is live TV here.
My mom's gonna say hi.
Okay, bud.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Mom.
Are you on TV?
Yeah, now you're on too. You could have put a little. Do you want to put a little makeup on or something?
Hi,
what are you doing?
Something like that.
What?
He's on TV.
Oh, don't put me on there.
Yeah, Ma, you gotta do something.
No, don't put me on there.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be on it.
Yeah, well, Bob. I mean, looks like she's going to bed, bud.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Tris.
Okay, Bob. You're kind of upside down and everything.
Oh yeah, I'm getting.
This is live TV, everybody.
Hi, Instagram.
This is my baby.
Ow, just head. Ow. Pulling my hair.
Cheers.
Okay. Salute.
I don't have a drink. Cheers.
Salute. We don't have any alcohol. I was trying to get some alcohol.
I'm having water, so.
Good boy.
Hydrate.
Get your rest. All right, bud. Thanks for the super close-ups. You're handsome.
Thanks.
Okay.
I was just trying to get you get you to see me.
Yeah, I love it. You look great, man. All right, you want to hang up and then you can kind of watch me still?
Yes.
All right, I love you.
So how do I get off exactly?
I don't know, bud.
I guess I'll just X off.
Yeah, there you go. There it is. That was you can't make that up. That wasn't planned. My Bobby, my mom making a quick join, and of course my daughter. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. What do I got here? Do the boys get along? Well, that's a good question. It was, right? Yeah, so I would say that Bobby and Nikki get along sometimes. It's hard. It's been an ever-evolving thing for years for me to try to get them to spend time together, love each other. My daughter tries. Jeanette tries. It's not a simple thing. I like to take on problems. I like missions. I don't like to go somewhere where things are already kind of stable. I like to go into where a problem is and either fix it or build it. And so professionally, that's where I've mostly spent my career, in trying to find spots in banks or things in places where it's a bit of a mess or it's new. And that's kind of been my world. And it's funny how the parallels, as a lot of parents know that are listening or know, is, with our home life, there's always challenges. It's never boring. I think it's something that we just have to work through. But I've been fortunate in my professional life. I will say I've probably, to be candid, I probably have given up levels in my life. I'm considered senior leadership. I don't like to use those terms, but I could be probably higher, but I've given up with certain, jobs and things because I can't really travel and I can't do the things that, maybe like senior executives really need to do. So that's been tough. But you know what? I've learned that, you have to try to have balance in your life. As I get older, you try to get just they say a bit wiser. I don't know if I'm getting wiser, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to breathe. I've got to get back to yoga. I got my yoga mat right behind me, and I never get on it. And so I would encourage our parents to find a balance, whatever that is in your life, because I think one of the things that I try to preach is a healthy lifestyle, whatever that is, whether that's eating right is part of it. And I love my pizza and I love my pasta. I had a pizza from Italy today. So that's a whole nother topic for another day, but I literally had a pizza from Naples, Italy today. So that was amazing. And tomorrow's my pasta. So I like what I like. But I do try to, like I said, mix in working out and for the most part, I'm trying to eat healthy, where I can, most of the time. I like I said, I do love my Italian food and other cultures and foods, but then I have my lemon with water, so my water with lemon, I should say, and so that's what I've tried. But I do encourage you to find like what brings you passion in your life, and that's something that it's so easy as special needs parents to focus on our children, which you have to do. Okay, that's have to do that. But if you're not focusing on yourself, and believe me when I say I am really good at really good at giving advice. So, but you need to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, because the cliche thing is that we have to outlive our kids. And the more I think about that kind of sentence, it is true, that we have to live as long as we can for our kids. But ultimately, if we're setting them up for the successes that we think they need to have, and you're setting up the surroundings for them, I think that's something that maybe you don't have to maybe outlive them, and so I don't always like to say that as much anymore, but I think it's definitely a very much a special needs parent saying, and I have a lot of fears, and that's the last question is let me take a quick sip of water here, but what's my biggest fear? So that's a good question, and I get that a lot just in general. And what my biggest fear is that I'm not around, and then there's really nobody that can take care of Nikki and Bobby and my daughter and just the family in general. But Nikki, just because of his just a little more severe needs, of course it's all of them, but definitely that. And so I try my best to live a healthy life, but it is not simple and it's not easy, and it takes strong discipline to commit yourself to that, knowing that you're not getting enough sleep. I mean, that's me right there. 3-4 hours. I'm shocked at how productive I can be on 4 hours of sleep, shocked. There's a couple times where I've gotten 6 hours and I didn't even know what to do. I was so up and ready to rock and roll and crush the day. And so I do try to live a positive lifestyle, positive mantra of smiling through it. I don't like to talk about myself too much. I rather have people talk to me about their problems. I'm really good at giving advice, and I really don't I don't execute on taking advice very well, although I'm getting better as I get older. So are you, Alistar. Keep up the great work up there in, I think, New York. I think you're in. Keep it up, buddy. Incredible artist. I don't know if you sell art, Alistar, but let us know. Maybe we can get some people to buy some art. And Marky my godson just put my favorite quote of all time from Rocky Balboa, which is the 6th Rocky movie. And that's a great quote. It's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how much you can get hit and still keep moving forward. And that is so true. In this life, you will get your ass knocked down. And as parents, we feel defeated more so than others. And I've lost friends over this. I shouldn't say I've lost friends. I just don't have time for friends that much. My energy, I've learned that you have a certain amount of energy during the day and at night, and you have to figure out where you're going to give that energy. And I have to give it to my family and my job. And whatever else I can give, I try. But you just can't. You got to be careful because you're not getting that back in return, most likely. I know a lot of the parents that I'm friends with on here. Yes, it is so true, Tori. They don't get their cup filled too much. You're too busy pouring it in other places, and I think that's a tough balance for all of us as parents and as humans with a caregiver mentality. When you have a caregiver mentality, it's tough to let someone come in and take care of you. So it's important that you take care of yourself as much as you can. And so I know I said this earlier in the conversation, but I strongly encourage you to find something that you really like to do, whether that's art like Alistar, a fellow autism dad. He's a great artist. Sports, anything that that you love. I like to work out, and a couple times a year I'll get to the racetrack and watch the horses and maybe win a little money. I used to go with my grandfathers when I was younger, and so that was something that has stuck with me, was the horses. And so I do like to cook sometimes as well. And so that's kind of what I do, but I like to help people. I get pleasure out of helping people. I think that's that caregiver mentality I think that we have. And being there for our fellow parents that are all over the world, and in, of course, our great country, the USA. And so, yeah, I think that's been very lucky to meet people from, all over, especially England, the UK, our Brits. They're Brits. They tried to conquer us a lot of years ago, but we're friends with them now, right? So all my Brit friends, we're all friends here. Even though a lot of your language, I could do a whole comedy skit on how my fellow British friends speak and then how we speak. And I'll just give one. They say mum. I don't know why you say mum, and then you say Mother's Day. So it's you're either going to say mom and Happy Mother's Day, or you're going to say mum and Mother's Day. So like you guys got to make a decision on that. And like there's a lot of other things I can focus on, but that was. That's all in good fun. This isn't making fun of other countries, even though they tried to conquer us and they did not. So it's all good. It's all in good fun. I love my Brit friends. Any other questions on here? I think I'm just going to look at the list here because my handwriting is like second grade. Does anybody even write anymore? I do everything obviously on a laptop. I mean, I've always written like second grader. It's gotten worse as I've gotten older. I can barely read my writing. I think vitamins. We're okay. Real quick on vitamins because I told you about the meds Nikki takes as far as the marijuana. That's right, Marky. I type too. I give my boys. I get my boys. I will, Celia. Nice seeing you. I will. I give my boys vitamin D, zinc, Mega Men from GNC. It's a multivitamin, and they take vitamin D, zinc, and the multivitamin, and then I take these goalie berries. I don't know if anybody takes those things. I love the blue one, the ashwagandha ones. They're good. Yeah. Good stuff. Recommend that. And so, yeah, those are, I think with the pandemic, vitamin D, I think is good. And the zinc helps as well. I don't want to get into, I had a question about vaccinations and things. I'm vaccinated. Like I said, I got COVID pretty bad almost a year ago to the day, or late November, early December. Everybody has their own choices. My family is all vaccinated, and so that was easier decision for me given what happened to me and the challenges that I went through in my home last year and in general. Let's see. Anything else before I get going here? I don't even know how long have I been on for. Oh, it's not too bad. Last time I was on for almost an hour. This is good. See, I don't even have alcohol. We could have all had like drinks. My daughter was supposed to plan a virtual happy hour last time, and that fell through. So I told her I was blaming her because I told her that I would do that, and that she would help. And so as a leader, we delegate downward, and so she has to, I give her the blame on live camera here, and I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't have any other questions listed here, so I would say, you know, I don't even know how to stop the darn thing. Jeez, this is crazy. I actually may get off Instagram for a while too, and Facebook just in general. So I wanted to do this so that way I felt like I got back to people's messages, and maybe also people would see this and then have those kind of questions anyway. Just making sure I don't have any other questions that have come up. And so yeah, I will save this. I think that, you know, I'll just say that, you know, continue doing the great job that everybody's doing. You know, I know that sounds cliche, but, you know, I think we need to build each other up as much as we possibly can as well, not just our children. That's why this special needs community is so special. And that's why I gravitate towards it. And my friends are more so over here. I said I didn't lose friends. I would say that, like, I'll see friends post them all out, and then, you know, it's like, oh, I would have liked to have gone to that, even if I couldn't go for, like, you know, hey Mishka, even if I could only go for like 10 or 20 minutes, I would have still liked the invite. And I think that's something we as autism, or maybe just special needs parents, struggle with in general, is not being able to go to that birthday party, not being able to go to that happy hour, not being able to go to those date nights with couples. And so that's been something that I've just learned to accept over the years. Family or friends, there's still family to this day that, you know, oh, Bob doesn't come to this and Bob doesn't come to that, or Bob doesn't stay long enough, or Bob doesn't do this. Guess what? Nikki's first, you know, and I don't mean like Nikki's first over Bobby and Tristan. I mean, Nikki's first. He can stay a certain amount of time, and that's it. And I don't care if you don't get it. You don't get it, then you don't get it, and you never will. And so that sometimes has gone into the family as well. But with friends too, it's been tough. You know, it's tough. They don't get it, and that's why special needs parents do get it, and that's why, hey Nellie, that's why they do get it, and that's why it's easier to talk to like-minded people that are going through just such similar, you know, challenges, like us. And I love my friends and all that, but, you know, unless you're living every minute and breathing this thing every minute, it is not simple, and it's not easy, and you're going to lose friends. And so younger parents, you're not going to be able to make every happy hour. You're not going to be able to make every birthday party, and your friends are going to have to adjust. And it's important for them because it's tough to not take things personal, you know, friends or family. But I've tried my best to be everywhere I can possibly be for the people that mean the most to me. And so, you know, I think there's a quote. So my daughter and I went and saw Mumford & Sons a long time ago. And at my 40th birthday party, I said a line, and one of the things that I like always stuck with me, and I forget what song it's from, but they sang, "Where you invest your love, you invest your life," and so that always like kind of just rang true to me all the time, and it's true. It's like where you do, that's where your time goes, and you have to really be. Your time is precious, and so you have to really manage that as best you can, because your fuel tank goes up and down, and if you're on empty all the time, it's tough to be that parent that you need to be, or that friend that you need to be, or the spouse, or the dad, or whatever it is, brother, sister. And so I think I'll probably end on that unless anybody else has any other questions. Yes, for sure, Nellie. It's good seeing you. So I've been on about 30 minutes. That's pretty good. And so anybody else have anything else? I'll give one more chance before I hang up. No worries. I'm so glad you could join. Hi to your family. All right. So I think I'm going to end it. I'm actually looking at my phone right now how to end it, because it's been like 13 or 14 months since I actually went live. So I don't even know how to end the darn thing. So you'll probably see me like squint into the phone trying to end it, because that's what I'll probably do. And well, the last thing I'll say is I'm a huge Star Wars, Godfather, Rocky, all them. So I saw them all. But the Star Wars, I did get a couple messages about that Kenobi thing I posted. There was supposed to be a trailer for the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show that's coming out on Disney Plus next year, and it didn't come. And I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and I fully embrace that. So, yep, you can bring that anytime. It didn't come, and I'm very upset about that. So, it's the little things for us, right? That'll be the last thing I say. Find the little things that bring you joy. And if you need anything, reach out. I'll always try to message. Sometimes I don't get back to people right away. I apologize. It's not intentional. And there it is. My main man, my godson, Marky, Creed 3, 2022. What is Creed 3 going to be about? I mean, I loved Creed 2. I don't know if is Clubber Lang coming back? Is his son coming back? Like Rocky 3, and then we'll do Creed 3 with Clubber Lang. I bet you that's what it's going to be. All right, then. I could talk to you guys all night, and maybe I will try to plan some kind of, before I get off this thing for a while, maybe I'll try to plan some kind of virtual happy hour or something where we can all kind of get in whether it's a Zoom call or there's rooms here. I can create a room or something, and that way it's not just me talking. I don't know how that would work, because then you can't just have 15 people talking at the same time. So I don't know how that could work. Maybe New Year's Eve, yeah, because Lord knows I'm going to be home, and by 9 o'clock I'll be looking for something to do. So, Nelly, that could be a great idea. We'll have to think about that one, because I know I'll be home for sure. Nikki may be running around with behind me, but that could absolutely work. Bobby will want to have a party, so that could be a good idea. So yeah, but either way, that or another time. I'll try to plan something, and I encourage you to find someone that you can talk to on here that or that you want to know, or that you're encouraged and want to know more about their situation. To find maybe not something like a mentor or just a friend that can listen, whether that's male, female, whatever. Find someone. I found a couple special people, and I think it's it's amazing in the power of unity and knowing that all we've done together and continue to do. And so even though we're alone, we don't feel as alone, because we know that there's others going through it. And so I think I've tried to end it a few times with my special quotes at the end and things. And I'm going to go now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's Aunt. You have a great birthday. I'll be talking with you. Bye.
wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance,